see, Buzz, we want to show you some of the fog that is out there because visibility getting really low in some spots here, Jeff.
Yeah, and you can kind of see as we look out at the state, it's kind of bad here in central Ohio and as you move off just to the east, southeast, and southwest of the city. So we're watching out for that. That's going to be a bit of an issue as you come in, and it looks like it'll be getting a little bit worse before it gets better. The one thing we really have working in our favor is the fact that we haven't cleared out entirely. If we would have cleared out entirely, we'd be talking about a lot more of it, but still got to deal with some of that fog. It's going to be locally thick in spots. There are going to be some patches where you don't see anything, then bam, you kind of hit one of those spots. So just keep in mind, especially if you had rain yesterday and some of those downpours, you'll have the threat for some of that fog. I posted on my Facebook page, my car was kind of sweating. I know it's not the most scientific term, but I know whenever I see that on my car in the morning, I'm like, gonna have some fog out there this morning. That's one of my little gauges that I use, and definitely it's out there. And you can see some of it showing up out in the Heath Newark area. Also here in town, it's starting to get a little hazy here too, so watch out for that. Definitely going to be something that could slow you down, especially if you're coming in from some of those outlying areas. So again, there will be some spots where you're driving in, looks fine, then bam, you get hit with some of that locally dense fog. So just kind of keep those low beams on and just keep an eye out, a little extra precaution out there this morning. 68 in London. The rest of us, though, are in the 70s, and that's kind of where we are right now, upper 60s and the low 70s out there. And that's the thing, our dew points are very high. They are in the low 70s. So two things. A, kind of makes you feel a little sweaty and gross. You're going to step outside and you're like, whoo, it's muggy again. Yeah, we've got that going. And that sounded like Shaggy for a second. Scoobs. Anyway, we're going to be a little bit, that's what happens when your voice cracks. It still happens when you're 44 years old, I guess, kids. Anyway, it's going to be a little bit sweaty out there. You're going to step outside and you say, ooh, it's a little bit muggy out there. Definitely going to feel it. But also, because the temperature and the dew point are so close, we have light winds, you can kind of squeeze out some of that moisture. People don't really think of it, but the air actually holds moisture. And you know what? When you're close to the dew point, you're close to that point at which you can squeeze the moisture out of it. But anyway, watch out for that. You can see temperatures are going to come down a little bit. Fog with us out there this morning in spots. We're going to climb pretty quickly. Lunchtime, mid-80s. We'll top out at right around 90, feeling hotter than that with some afternoon storms possible. A few showers kind of sticking around right now. Most of the action almost out of here out in far southern Ohio. So for the most part, we're pretty dry, and it looks like we'll have dense fog in spots early. Hot and muggy once again with more random pop-ups as we get on into the day. We'll have to watch out for that. So hour by hour, we've got some fog early, 76 at 9. We're talking about temperatures at 85 by lunchtime. We'll end up with a high of 90 today, and we will see the threat for some of those isolated downpours getting on into the day tomorrow and in through the weekend. We're looking at 89 with some off and on showers and storms. None of these days an all-day washout, but definitely tracking the threat for some storms, especially into the afternoons with highs near 90 and heat indexes even higher. Well, we will see the threat for some scattered storms on Monday, but that's a cold front cooling off as we head on into the latter part of your only 10-day forecast in central Ohio.